Hi, my name's Daisy and today I'm doing a review of the Luxe by Anna Godbesson. I'm really sorry if you can't see the cover. I listened to this on audiobook and it was certainly a very different experience. The book is set in 1899, so it's on the turn of the century, and it follows two sisters of Elizabeth Holland and Diana Holland. Elizabeth is very much the mature adult sister. She is very prim, she's very proper, she's never out of her place, whereas Diana is very much a rebellious young lady. She doesn't really want to conform to society and she does do things that are slightly naughty sometimes. Without spoiling the storyline too much, it is pretty much a huge, messy love. It's not even a triangle. It's not even a square. It's like bigger than that. Think of something with lots and lots of sides, like an octagon practically. Maybe not that quite big. But either way, if you think that there's just like, oh, one character is with love with that one. No, it is humongously just spread out between everywhere. Everyone loves someone who they can't have, and so on. But the other major theme that runs through this book is all about money, and unfortunately the Hollands, with their father who has died, unfortunately they have gone from this on the top ladder of society and they have gone down quite a few rungs, which is unfortunate for them. And then they have money issues because Elizabeth is not betrothed yet. She does have to have an arranged marriage, and this causes a lot of stirring with romance and everything else because everyone has their own agenda, and it's basically, like I said, it is a messy book with romance. I will say now that I did rate this book 3 stars on Goodreads. I didn't really enjoy it that much. I think it was because the romantic side of things was just really crazy. There wasn't really a guideline. There was a lot of backstabbing. There was just a huge amount of forbidden love. There was just like people, I don't know. I think there was too much love in this book, which I think you have to read it to actually understand how cross-fired everything is. I really didn't like the start of this book, but as it slowly got on, I did kind of end up getting sort of wrapped up in the drama of it all, and then I did sort of enjoy it near the end. But unfortunately, I just wasn't a huge fan of this book. After going online and actually having a look at other people's thoughts on this book, I did see the comparison straight away as soon as someone said it sounded like Gossip Girl. And it is. If you just imagine Gossip Girl with really fancy dresses and in the 19th century, almost going into the 20th century, that is it. Bingo. I felt the plotline was a little bit vain sometimes and the characters were quite shallow. It just seemed like it was always about love or money, and unfortunately sometimes you need that other character sort of development too. I didn't actually feel like there was a lot in this book, and the ending sort of began where the beginning did, and I didn't really like that. I didn't like that the ending was at the beginning, and it was so confusing going into this book, and you're just like, what the hell is happening? Although I can't really get into this niggling topic because of the century that this was based in, I didn't really feel that the women were really independent characters. I did feel like they were just, I'll fall back on my love interest, and that's basically it. And it was just, oh, you're my love interest, I can't be with you, and then I'm just gonna throw a hissy fit because I can't. Especially in the case of Penelope Hayes, and she is one of those girls that I cannot even explain how much I just despaired of this character. She was just so annoying. She was one of those girls that if you get in her way in any shape or form, she's gonna like boot you off and you're just got no chance at all, and she's just looking for like lies and backstabbing, and the characters in this were they started out okay and then they ended up and I feel really bad about being negative with this book because I feel like all I'm complaining about is the fact that there's romance and that everyone's just romantic, and for some people I'm pretty sure that they really enjoy it because it's kind of one of those sort of chick lit books. The sad thing is that I can actually tell with this book that I didn't like it very much because I had no enthusiasm to talk about the spoilers. This was a book though, however, I think I would be kind of bashing my head into it just in despair at some moments, but I'm not because it's a tablet. I didn't really fall head over heels with any of the male characters. I equally thought they were really vain, and there's no love lost between me and the characters, and the men are just so vapid and cruel and just, I don't know, it's Chuck Bass basically. That is what it is. Like, it is literally Gossip Girl and it's Chuck Bass. in his really douchey bag phase. That is what the men are like in this book. Although why I really didn't like the characters, I have to say I gave it the 3 stars on Goodreads is because I did get sucked into it. It is very easy to get sucked into, and although you're kind of like are really not quite 100% sure, you do go along with it, and it is a ride that you do go along with, and it's not unpleasant, it's just not exactly constructed very well. I don't know if I will be reading the next book or not. I think I have to evaluate that in my head, whether it's worth it or not, or if I think it might get worse. And there are other books that have precedent over that, and it's an okay read, it just isn't fantastic. If you have read the Luxe, please let me know your thoughts on it, and if you thought differently, or whether you enjoyed it, and I don't know, or whether you're like me where you didn't quite enjoy it but it wasn't awful. I'd like to know your thoughts, because this is the first time I've really had to be negative about a book, because most books I do enjoy because I pick them out purposely because I know I'm going to enjoy them, and this was kind of a wide sort of just, I decided, oh, I'll give it a go, and didn't work out the best way. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and happy reading. Bye bye. I don't know why I just sailed you off. Oh well, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.